Olivia Reed. She wasn't famous. She wasn't chasing headlines. She lived a quiet life in Chicago, working a modest job, keeping to herself. But then, she uncovered secrets inside a billion-dollar investment firm. Secrets worth fortunes. Secrets that threatened powerful men with prison. And just days before she was set to testify, she vanished. Her car was left behind. Her purse remained inside. Her phone gone. And with her disappearance, justice slipped away. This is beyond the verdict, where the courtroom closes, but the story doesn't end. Olivia Reed wasn't someone you'd notice in a crowd. She wasn't the type to command a room or dominate a conversation. At 28, she was a junior accountant at Halbridge & Stein, a sleek investment firm in Chicago's financial district, the kind of place with floor-to-ceiling glass offices, polished lobbies, and suits that cost more than most people's rent. Olivia was quiet, precise, a creature of habit. Her co-workers described her as reliable, focused, even introverted. She preferred her numbers balanced, her schedules predictable, her life steady. Outside of work, she kept to a small circle: her younger sister Caroline, a couple of close friends, and Jasper, her gray tabby cat. She loved crossword puzzles, crime novels, and late-night coffee. Not the profile of a whistleblower, not the profile of a target, but sometimes the people least noticed are the ones who notice the most. It began in late 2016 during a routine audit. Olivia was reviewing quarterly statements. At first, what she saw looked like small mismatches, a transfer here, an odd entry there. Easy to explain away, but Olivia couldn't let it go. She followed the threads. What she found was staggering. Layered within shell companies and hidden accounts were transfers totaling over $80 million. Complex, deliberate, designed to be invisible, but not to Olivia. The more she pieced together, the more undeniable it became. Senior executives at Halbridge & Stein were siphoning money through a web of fake entities. When she reported it to supervisors, she was told to let it go. Compliance brushed her off. So Olivia made a choice. She went outside the firm. Quietly, carefully, she filed an anonymous report to federal regulators. That single decision shifted her life onto a path she could never leave. By early 2017, the investigation caught fire. Arrests were made. Headlines splashed across newspapers. Fraud in the financial district. Halbridge & Stein under federal scrutiny. Prosecutors identified their star witness. Not a CEO, not a regulator. A 28-year-old junior accountant, Olivia Reed. Behind closed doors, she met with federal attorneys. She handed over login credentials, internal emails, spreadsheets, documents that spelled out corruption in black and white. What she gave them wasn't just evidence. It was the case. And with every meeting, Olivia's world grew smaller. The spotlight she never wanted was burning hotter. At first, it was subtle. A black SUV she noticed outside her building more than once. A man in a suit watching her across the lobby. Then it became harder to ignore. Drawers in her apartment slightly open. Lights turned on when she swore she'd left them off. She told Caroline, "It feels like someone's been here, like someone's moving my things just to let me know they can." On February 19th, she filed a police report. She believed someone had entered her home while she was gone. No signs of forced entry, nothing missing. The report was logged, but not pursued. 3 days later, Olivia missed a scheduled meeting with prosecutors. She didn't call. She didn't text. She just didn't show. The last verified images of Olivia are chilling. February 21st, 7:20 p.m. Surveillance cameras show her walking into her apartment building. She looks calm, alone, carrying her usual bag. At 8:03, she sends a text to a friend. "Almost done for the night. Home soon." That's the last message she ever sends. By morning, her car is found abandoned on a remote road near Miller's Creek Nature Reserve, 45 minutes outside Chicago. The driver's side door stands open. Her purse sits inside, but her phone is gone. Police launched an immediate search. Drones scanned the skies. Dogs combed the woods. Volunteers walked miles of forest trails. No footprints, no clothing, no trace. The last ping from her phone came from a tower near the reserve. And then silence. It was as if Olivia had been erased. Investigators were left with questions. Theory 1. She was silenced. Olivia's testimony threatened executives with prison. Removing her removed the case. And it worked. Theory 2. She ran. Maybe the pressure was too much. Maybe she staged her disappearance. But then, why leave her cat? Her money? Her passport? Theory 3. Someone closer. What if the threat wasn't the executives at all? What if it was someone she trusted? A colleague? A handler? Someone inside the investigation itself? Theory 4. Chance. That Olivia's disappearance had nothing to do with the trial. That she was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. Each theory raises as many questions as it answers. Without Olivia, the case collapsed. Key charges were dropped. The firm's CFO cut a deal and served just 18 months. Other executives walked free. Halbridge and Stein quietly rebranded and carried on. Meanwhile, Olivia's family kept searching. Caroline gave interviews. Flyers were posted. Vigils were held. In Olivia's apartment window, a single light has burned every night since. Not as a beacon of hope, but as a silent protest against a system that let her slip away. The disappearance of Olivia Reed is more than the story of one woman. It's about how fragile justice can be, about what happens when the system relies on a single voice, and what happens when that voice goes missing. Was Olivia silenced? Did she vanish by choice? Or is she out there still, living in the shadows, watching the world move on without her? Until the truth is found, her story lingers, unfinished, unresolved. This is Beyond the Verdict, where trials end, but questions remain.